Hello everyone, this is Sharon with Learning the Lyre Harp Group, and today I want to answer a question that I was asked the most when I did the random acts of harping a couple of weeks ago, and that is it hard to play the lyre? And I wanted to answer this question from my perspective and give it to everyone here. And I play the diatonic lyre, so I'm answering for that perspective. And to me, the answer is no. The lyre, for me, is one among the easiest instruments I have ever played. And full disclosure, I have a musical background. I have had some training in guitar, violin, flute. I play the piano, and I also play the harp. So, with that disclosure, you would see and come to the conclusion right away why I say it is very easy to play the lyre. And if you have a bit of a musical background and you don't need to know much, you just need to know how to read music and a little bit of the rhythm structures to music, then learning the lyre for you, I suggest, or I would assume, would also come very easy and very natural. Um, but if you are not coming from a musical background, and you don't know how to read music, you don't know how to do rhythm, I would suggest that it will also be easy to play because I have done this. I have given my lyre to a few of my friends and told them to just play. And they did. And they were quite impressed because the lyre is set up, well, my lyres are set up diatonically and they are set to the same scale, which means every string on my lyre are working in harmony together. So it doesn't matter if I play and I'm not reading any music. I am just playing, I'm just plucking random strings and they go together. They all go together. I can do bits of arpeggios and stop somewhere where I feel like stopping and then starting again, going down and doing a combinations of plucking and gliding up and down. It's just an instant gratification. If that's the complete, I think that sums it up. There's instant gratification when you're playing the lyre, even if you're not coming with a musical background, because all of the strings and the notes work together because they are set to the same scale. Now, the other thing as well is I play the ukulele and I played violin and I play um, a bit of guitar. And I know the one thing that I need to know when I'm playing those instruments is I need to memorize the chords. Where do my left hand go on the fret so I can play those chords properly? With the lyre, you don't need to do that. You just need to know the basic recipe for a triad, and that is 1 3 5. And the one will always be the name of the chord. So for example, if I wanted to play a C chord, my one would be the C note, and then I count the third string up. So 1 2 3, I get land on E, and then the 5 1 2 3 4 5, I land on the G. So I play those 1 3 5 together. I now have a C chord. I will remember that that hand position, and now I'm going to A, and A will be my first note. I land on them, and right away I have an A chord, and I'm going to G. So G will be my one. There's my G chord. I'm going to F. F will be my one. And I'm going back to C. And I just did one of the most common progressions right away with just knowing the basic recipe of the triad, remembering the pattern, and just landing on the first notes with those patterns. And that's how easy it is. So if you're trying to play the lyre, if what you want to do is play the lyre and accompany yourself singing, or another singer or another musician, and you want to play by chord, it is super simple on the lyre. Um, the other thing as well that you need to know with the lyre is that there is no set standard on how to play it. There are different methods, different ways to play the lyre, and I suggest if you're thinking about buying a lyre, is think first on what you want to accomplish with the lyre. If you want to be playing more melodically, you might need a bit more strings. If you just want to play chords, then you don't need as many strings. You just need to know your chord inversions, and again, that's just a recipe that you need to know that repeats over and over again. So those are easy. Also, if you wanted to play traditional music, you can play traditional songs on modern lyres, that is not a problem. But if you're after a certain sound, then you might want to consider a traditional made lyres, because they are made completely different from modern lyres. They use different strings, and they may even have a different method, and they will have a different sound. So if you're after a particular sound, do make your research and see which instrument would fit that. If you are just looking to play for yourself, to me, I love my lyre because it's an instant de-stressor for me. I have um, a very stressful work at times. So when I play the lyre, I don't have to worry about anything. I could just come to it, start improvising, just start playing, and it sounds beautiful and relaxing to me. So to me, the modern lyre really fits that. And I also like to play different types of songs melodically. So that's why I have lyres with more strings on it. But if you are set on a particular type of playing, do your research and get the right lyre for you, and do your research and see which method you want to play, because certain lyres are best for certain methods. For example, if you wanted to play some traditional songs and you wanted to do harmonics. Harmonics are very hard to do on the modern lyre because of the strings and because of the size of the instrument. They are not really uh, large enough to do proper harmonics on it. So you might want to invest on one of those lyres that have a different strings and a, a lot taller, and then you could do proper harmonics on them. If you wanted to just just strum the lyres, again, there's different lyres that are best for that. So do your research, because sometimes when people say it's hard to do something, it's because they're not hearing the sound, the tones that they want. And sometimes it's not really the person, sometimes it's the wrong instrument. So do that. And also the method that you want to play, pick a method that suits you best, pick the method that suits your style the best. We're all different people, we're all individuals, we all like different things. So do your research, watch a few YouTube videos, watch how people are playing and see if they work for you, see if you like it. Listen to the tones that their lyre make. The more research you do now before you actually purchase your lyre, and before you decide on the method that you want to play, will help you along the way. But again, if you want the lyre just for that instant gratification, that instant de-stressor, to feel the notes vibrating and relieve you of all those stress, a modern lyre will suit you just perfectly, and it's easy to play. They're inexpensive. There's a whole wide range of prices for lyres. And again, that's one of the things that you have to keep in mind as well when you are wanting to purchase a lyre, is how much do I want to spend on the lyre? How much can I afford? And and get the one that is that is most suited to your need. Sometimes the cheapest lyre is not the best option, because they do break quite a bit and they don't keep tune. So invest in lyres that will keep tune. It doesn't matter what it looks to me. Being a musician, I don't really care much about the look. I care much more about the sound. So when you are researching lyres, read the reviews. I suggest that please read the reviews and see what people are saying about it. If there's people playing it on YouTube, watch the sound. You know, watch them play it, listen to the sound, and see if they fit your need. Playing the lyre is not hard, but having a good instrument makes that even easier and um, much more rewarding, because you will get the tones that you want to hear. You will get the sounds that's coming from your heart and be able to express it. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope that you consider playing the lyre. If you're kind of on the fence on whether or not to play the lyre, I hope that this helps you. Just from my experience, it is among the easiest instruments I have ever played. Happy playing!